Welcome everyone, this is Valderon. This is Farming Simulator 25 and this is my survival game. Attempting to survive, earn a lot of money and get a lovely, how can you say it, a lovely farm production, everything set up as you kind of would expect of a farm. So, I had it paused because time actually ran a little bit further than I expected, but I have put the scale a little bit down. So, what do we have to look at? We have 2 grass fields at the moment, and that's pretty much it. I spent most of the money I had in my account, so yeah. However, I did get some quite good equipment. I am starting making silage, and it is actually quite good. So they are growing, they're not ready to harvest yet. So, what I could see is how is our silo doing. We have 42,000 liters of silage, so, and no grass. So, what we could do, we could actually start selling, no, we start putting water in our greenhouses. That is how it should be from start. Just to make sure I do remember it. So that is until I get a distribution system, then that would be quite a good way of going. So and that is yeah, that is important to remember, that because without water I wouldn't be able to produce anything, and without any production I won't earn any money. They are set to actually sell as they produce, so I don't have to transport it to a sales point. That also means I don't always get the best prices for them, but hey ho, you can't get everything. So I put the repair mod on, and that is what's coming out up on the screen, some of it onto my picture, but it repairs running every hour, and otherwise I have to go and repair. There is no repair place on this map, so yeah. That is why I decided to actually do it that way. And I still have to pay for it, and yeah, that ate quite a bit of my money, so that might be shooting myself in the foot, because when you don't have money you can actually choose not to repair until you have. However, with this mod it actually happens automatically, but that said, I actually like that better than I have to remember and do it. I am not very good at that. Is it only me, or is the sound from the game very low? Settings, general settings, sound. That's okay. And I don't want to have music on because you never know what that doesn't sound right. Huh. I'm sorry, I'm tapping out at the moment because I have another place that could be. Oh, oh yeah, I have Tiger on in the background if she starts streaming, so okay, that sounds very loud. Okay, this is something I need to take a look at, but this will have to do for now. So the only transport I have of silage would be my forage wagon. I don't even have a small trailer, so until I can get that, well, I don't want a small one, I want a proper one, then the forage wagon should be able to do the trick. Let's see, because I've been used to do it in silos. Oh, not in in bunker silos, not in this kind of silos. So the whole idea with having things in silos is you can keep it a bit longer until the prices become better and so on. But right now I'm needing money, so I will just sell. I'm not too fussed. That's farmer market, so I know where it is, but yeah. So we just go and sell it and get those money out of silage does sell for roughly the double amount that grass would, so that's where you make a better product pretty much. And yeah, and for many survival players that is always one of the first steps to make money. I heard some people say on their videos that they don't like it, and that's fair enough. The thing is, everyone can play with the means they want themselves. Is the trigger not working? What? Isn't this the farmer's market? Oh, you wanted to sell it there? It's normally the grid. Okay. Eh, no, no difference for me. So we sold for 6,000. That's actually not too bad, and we have at least 2 loads more. So that's actually a good start on the day. I probably should take a quick look what is actually on sale. Cultivator, we have a humongous tractor, an auger wagon. Yeah, they can only be used to a few things, so that is not really. And a plow, 1.2 meters, and I found a tree. So yeah, always be careful when you don't look where you are driving. Like in real life, keep an eye on the road or wherever you're driving. There might be a tree ahead of you. So that's the only thing I have in, so that's the only thing I can get out. So if I have less than 16,000, I am not going to run it. So when this has been sold, I'm going to check if we're going to take another trip. And yeah, we come to March, and this is traditionally the month where you start looking at plant, seed your fields, and start growing your produce. But I don't have seasonal on, so I can do it anytime. As I said, I'm playing very easy setting, and that is just to get into the game. I will, if I choose to do more survival challenges, which I think I will, but I might only play once a week on them, then I will set different settings up. I'm planning to play one with Welsh Tiger at some point after Christmas, maybe even New Year. And what setting we will be playing on, I actually don't know. So now I only have 10,000 liters, so I will leave that until I have a full wagon. Now we have nearly 20,000, so that's at least something. We will get a little bit from the greenhouses during the day as well. And the repairs of the things will be cheaper as we go, because it was expensive because it was the first repair I actually did on it. So now is the question, should I make another field? Because the thing is, the only things I can really work with at the moment is grass. So that's kind of the only thing I can think of. So if I look at this is our farmland, so if we make another one on this side, or make this humongous. I'm not sure I want one big. I rather want a couple of different things when I can afford and get a harvester. There's no point of getting anything until I get a harvester and some way of transporting the grain, whatever it is. So until then, grass might actually be a good option. No, I'm not buying a piece of land or anything. I stick with what I have, for now at least. I could build another greenhouse, but I think that is turning a little bit dull. If I have 25 greenhouses and nothing else, then I'm just sitting flying through the days. So there's our plow. So yeah, I know if you play normal, it will be very different because you start with some fields and you expand from there, which is not necessarily cheap to do either, but yeah. So I think the grass fields will be ready tomorrow. So if we make this area into a third field, take something like here, we can always expand it to one big field if we like. I'm not sure I like it, but so something like here, go up to the should probably have been a little bit closer. Well, we can change that, so that's as well take it as far out as we can. Was not straight in any way and form, so that is absolutely fine. I never said I was good at doing straight rows. going to try to go straight down, as straight as I can, and hopefully that will be fine. So it will leave a brim of non-plowed ground. I have to go so I don't collide with the baler, and it looks better. So yeah, I'm very good at making odd-shaped fields. Still a bit that hasn't been taken. I think, Jesus. I think that will come automatically. I am attempting to make kind of rectangular fields, but it doesn't always succeed. No doubt about that. So yeah, if you're watching and like it, please remember to follow. That's all I really ask for, because numbers do matter. I know some people say it doesn't really matter if you have 1 or a million followers, but it does. And to be honest, it is more inspiring having some people you actually know comes and watch sometimes at least. One of the advantages by following is you can actually put on notifications if you want to know when I'm online and not. It does happen sometimes I go online without scheduling it, because if I have a evening where I was supposed to do something else and that cancels out, I might as well stream. Because I'm sitting and playing games anyway, so why not? So at least we have kind of gotten this cleaned up. Now it more look like a beginning of a field, so yeah. I know it's not straight in this end, but that doesn't matter a lot. I will try to actually clean it up so it gets a more rectangular look. So I compared with normal play, and normal play is also you have bank loans you can take, and if you are even going into mods, so you can get buy things on where you pay every month and stuff like that. It's an option, and you can do whatever you would like to do. I am never judging what people actually do. That was not what I wanted. I wanted that the other way. So you have a lot of options, and it can be easier or more difficult. That's depending a little bit. But you can get so much realism in the game that you want, and if you really want to go the full mile, it can be as difficult as the real life of a farmer. These pointy things up in the field, I will clean them up in the end. Attempt to make it more linear. That goes for both ends, really. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And this is here where it actually normally people start to ask me if I have a driving license. Yeah, I do. I have twice in my life tried to drive a tractor, never plowed a field or anything in that direction. So this is a little bit out of my league, but Luckily, it's just a game, and if you go wrong, well, it's not the worst. It's not going to kill you, at least. That would be real life if you try something in big machinery and it fails. So I'm not sure how big I want this field yet, but I have a little bit of a thought that it should be roughly the same size as the other one. So thing is, one of the things I should be thinking about is also saving money up so I can build a place I can sleep. Then we can start doing more than one day at a time, I think. So something came out of, oh, what's that? Sprayer, yeah. That I can't afford, and it's a little bit early anyway. So yeah, in certain ways this is starting looking like a farm. So if I started in real life, which I probably wouldn't do now, but if I had done that, this might very well be how I would actually attempt to start out. Whether it will work or not, I have no idea. But I do think sometimes it's about starting at the right level and then bringing it forward. Yeah. I might absolutely be talking out of the wrong end, but please correct me if I'm wrong. It's kind of something I have never really done in real life, so I know very little about it. And yeah, I'm trying to keep keep everything very simple. So the more complicated you make it, the bigger chance I have to actually mess it up. So I need to take one step at a time. And anything that can bring me in the right direction costs money. So I always say, if I have to make silage for a year to be able to get whatever I want, well, so be it. This is not something which is done in half an hour or half a day even. It takes time. And that is one of the things with the farming simulator. If you get into it, you'll spend many hours playing. And it's good because you can kind of forget everything about around you. Well, for some that wouldn't be good, but for others that might be good. It's a good way to get away from your day-to-day job and just do something which is actually peaceful and nice. It's nice to see what comes out of the ground. It's nice to see you can actually do things. My point is, you don't always have to kill half the world's population to actually wind down. There are games that is pretty much calming. And to be honest, I do get those who say, "Oh, that's not for me." You know, it's fair enough. We can't all be interested in the same. I love simulations, different types, and I always tend to try them, whether it's a fishing simulator, fishing boat simulator, I think I played at one point, firefighter simulator, power wash simulator, supermarket simulator. There is so many out there, and I would say there's something for all different tasters and shapes of life. One thing I always been an advocate for is to get people my own age group actually a little bit more interested in doing things like computer games, because for many that is kind of a bridge too far. They are sitting with their modern phones, which is a small computer. However, many are struggling sitting on those small devices. Some then has bought iPads or tablets from other manufacturers, it doesn't have to be iPads, where they actually start playing different types of games on. That is great. But my point has been for a very long time that there is more out there than Candy Crush and word games, quiz games and stuff like that. And if you had your whole life, you actually have been speculating, could I have been a farmer? This game is one thing which can actually, you can test that question. I'm not going to talk about what other games can test, because there is some answers which would be a little bit dubious. So you have to think about them. I'm not going to go down that route. But the good thing with PC games, yeah, you have to have some sort of a PC or a laptop, but you can get good, nice screens for not too much money, so you can actually sit in your own home and actually spend some time getting your brain to calculate something new. Computer games is not just for younger people. It's not. It's for all ages. And it does give you something to play around with, think about. I said calculate, that sounded like everyone has to be mathematicians, but no, that's not the case. You really don't have to have a degree in anything to play computer games. So this is a odd-shaped field I am creating, but yeah, that will try to make it look a little bit prettier down the line. So I can take some more rows without any issues. Very far down in one side, but that's okay. Not the worst thing that can happen. I actually managed to straighten up my driving a little bit. Good. I always say that you can also get amendments to your farm, putting on Christmas trees and things you can put on, which is actually making it festive. I have not gone down that route because I played months rather quickly, so it would only be one day I would have them on, and that's a little bit wasteful, I find. Not that I mind Christmas and all that. I think it's a jolly holiday. And I would sometimes wish that the game manufacturers, developers would look at our streams and say, oh, you're streaming my game. Here's a little bit of things you can give your viewers, but they don't. The worst part is it's good commercial value for them, and it wouldn't cost them a thing. The weird thing is I only have one viewer registered at the moment, but I know there's more watching, and I don't always understand the numbers from Twitch side. Same in this end, I'm pulling it up in one side. So the question is, should we take it one down and one up again and then leave it with that? Then we've got a quite okay field. We can always expand if we think it's not enough. So the thing is, when down the line I'm starting putting grain or whatever I'm putting on at that time, and I feel it could be bigger, I can always make it bigger. I have a little bit more, I can pull it down that way. So the thing is, I also want to make sure that I have my space where I can put buildings. Become a little bit out of shape than I actually intended, but that is kind of fine. So it's not so wide, but straighten it a little bit. I know I'm going to get some spots that is not plowed, but that is is actually okay. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a weird shape, but never mind that. It's mine. Always be careful you don't pull your plow down in other crops, because then it would plow it. That's what a plow does. So that is one side done. It looks okay. I have no idea how much yield it would actually provide, but this where we want it to be. Looks fine to me. So yeah, it's going to be a bit off from where I started, but again, that's not the first time that has happened. Yeah, some of these things, if I did them on YouTube, for YouTube, I would have put time lapse up on, but I can't really do that live. Something stupid here. Well, not stupid, but less intelligent. So go straight up here. Well. good thing sowing grass is that you don't actually have to do anything with it. It will grow no matter what. So all looks fine. Here my dog is barking for some reason. Well, I hope someone is awake to look after why she's barking. Later on, that would be my job. So, I wonder if I have any seed left. So I have a seeder, which is also a cultivator, so I don't actually have to do both. Otherwise I will have to cultivate now and then I have some. So I have these standing here still. Put them on, so we should have enough for this field. That is actually very fine to have it like that. So we need that down, we need to start it, and we have grass, so here we go. And I don't have any means of fertilize it, so everything is just as it is. So yeah, maybe I should explain a little bit about the rules. I am to mainly buy used equipment. There is though, when I reached 100,000 in my account, I could buy one thing in the shop, and I did. Next time is when I reach 200,000. So, and then 300,000, and so on and so on. That is how it is. I'm not allowed to take out loans. I'm not allowed to use AI workers. Or anything in that direction, so I'm not sure I got the corner, so I just take that. So there is some things that is preventing me. I'm allowed to buy buildings, I'm allowed to, well, buy whatever from the used shop that I can afford. That is absolutely fine. Well, I am playing on very easy setting, just to get the kind of gist of it.